Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Fuck it. Just a late crew stream. We got Adelbridge and Tifley Pat in the chat. Type shit. Oh yeah. Let's go. Holy. Everybody check in. Hey, Adelbridge. Hello. Hey, yeah, we got Adelbridge and Tifley Pat. I'll smoke to that. Atlas. There's some people. There's some people we got tuned in there. Hey, Atlas the Vagabond. How you doing? All right, yeah, for sure. Okay, Adelbridge. Holy. What up, I am stranger? What up? How are you guys doing? Late crew. Late crew. I would have streamed earlier if the movie would have ended earlier, but the movie's a 3-hour movie. Nope, no college football, Jack. I gotta talk about the movie I just saw. We'll play college football tomorrow. I got you. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Give me a second. We gotta set the table. I'm gonna set the table. I'm gonna tell you all about it. So if you guys want to see the movie or whatever, I mean, the story is 1,000 years old. So if you've never read the Odyssey or any type of I mean, this game or anything, like you've never done anything with the Odyssey, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm glad it's gonna introduce a bunch of people to it though, but it's not an original story. It's a obviously original telling by Christopher Nolan, which, I mean, it's a Chris Nolan movie, so. But man, I'll tell it all. I'll tell it all. I'll tell it all. Yeah, it's a tale as old as time, literally. I mean, literally. Tale as old as we know it. But the first time I read, and I'll get it. Actually, it's only been 2 minutes. Let's let the stream build a little bit. Let's see. This will be a late crew special here. Whoever's awake for the late crew. Whoever's up. Titanic length, yeah. It's a long movie. I even had to get up and piss. And that says something. Like, I usually will hold it, but I couldn't. It certainly is a long one. But it's told in a way that it doesn't feel that way. Like, you truly, like... We'll get into it. Let's let the stream build a little bit. Spark it up. What up, Nisto? What up, Blade Runner? Plus, to tell it while I'm playing Odyssey, it's going to be awesome. I mean, that truly was an incredible experience. And then we don't have a true IMAX screen in Minnesota anymore. We have the Lakeville screen at Imagine is the closest one to it. It's on a full IMAX experience. The full IMAX is like the fucking screen is like you're like in the middle of the screen and like the screen's so big. It's chungus. But this one, I mean, it was a big screen. You know, pretty good theater for it. The sound was the biggest a part of it too. The sound that IMAX does is nuts, and I don't think it can, like, you can't, like, I'm gonna if you're gonna watch the Odyssey and wait for it to come out at home, I'm gonna say buy a sound bar or something so you can have surround sound. Like, watching the Odyssey, watching that movie with regular TV speakers or like a phone speaker is not gonna be it. That was nuts. And then the way the ocean and like when they're at sea, and then the sounds of the storms are nuts. Oh my god. You just watched a couple hours ago? Nice, we can all talk about it. So if you haven't seen it yet, if like truly like it's a good like it's worth it for sure. There you go. You know, if you want to go do something else, but I'm gonna be playing Assassin's Creed, so you can stay for the gaming. But I need, this is a movie that we need to talk about, because that was incredible. Whenever there's like a really good movie that comes out like that, that needs to just be talked about. Like the last movie that made me really think about it was Obsession. So my 2 movies of the year right now are Obsession and now The Odyssey. I will give what's that? The Ryan Gosling movie in space. That's an honorable mention. That's like 3rd place right now. But right now, honestly, it's gonna go. The Odyssey is gonna be number 1, and then Obsession number 2. Obsession was my number 1, but now it's The Odyssey. Like, bro, I can't fight this thing yet.
I'll keep a sharp watch here.
No, I can't do that now, bro. After watching the movie, dude, this shit is extra nuts. Yeah, I mean, let's let the stream build a little bit. Let the stream build a little bit. Yeah, you got to see it. Like, at least see it on the biggest screen you can, with the best sound. Whatever. Look into your town and spend the money. If you don't have an IMAX, then find like a super screen or an ultra screen, or like they got other shit now. IMAX is a brand, obviously, and it was filmed in that brand in IMAX. The movie was filmed in IMAX, so it's built for that. So if you can get it to an IMAX, please go see it that way, because it's like, I don't know. I have to see it in a different version and tell you the difference, which I will do. I'm totally gonna go see that movie again. We also have this 4DX version of it, where like the seats move and shit, and like, I don't know, you know, like it's sprayed with water when they're in the, I don't know, shit's wicked, with the seats move and shit. We don't have that in Minnesota. Illinois has all that though. The 4DX. I mean, we don't have that though. But so, and we had a real IMAX screen at the Minnesota Zoo. And then now, I mean, that's been gone. But the Lakeville screen in Minnesota is the best, the closest one. Honestly, the Science Museum should play that movie. That shit's, dude. That movie needs to be seen on, that movie needs to be a spectacle. Like, bigger, like it is. Like, that movie is, dude. Honestly, that could have been, I mean, that's up there with some of the best, like, cinema I've seen ever. Everything was like, it was so, like, so good. All movies should be in IMAX. I mean, they're not I mean, not all of them are made for that, though. I mean, the Odyssey's an epic, so... And not many directors even know how to use it or how to utilize it too, because it's a different aspect ratio. So when you're doing that, you know, it's like, all right, so it's basically like if you, and this is a stupid version of this, obviously it's more intricate, but nowadays, like if you're gonna film on your phone sideways or vertical for reels. Okay, right? When you're filming vertical for reels on Instagram and TikTok, you're filming in a certain way to fit within your phone, because you know people are gonna watch it a certain way, right? If you're, at least if you know what you're doing, like you're gonna, like everything you film like this is how you have to fit it. Like, whereas in like widescreen, right, or like sideways, you know, you'd have more space to work with. But whatever, filming a whole movie that way is way different though, and only a handful of directors know how to do that, and crew, and because it's a whole new different camera to operate. But the movie that, because I gotta see it in non IMAX to see what that shit's like, because he really, like, the movie utilizes all of that aspect ratio, especially for the fucking what's in the movie. Like, it uses all of it, like the top of the screen, the bottom, like everything is used that way. Whereas usually like widescreen, it's filmed so obviously you're watching it in widescreen, so it's gonna like this. It's gonna be more of a landscape, and directors are gonna film it for a landscape. Like, and it's Chris Nolan style, very close, tight shots. Using everything, using the whole screen, using the whole. He uses everything that he can. Got wolves over there. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, yeah, I'm caught up. You gotta watch. Yeah, that's what I already gave Project Hail Mary its credit. Project Hail Mary is probably my third movie now. In order, it goes The Odyssey, Obsession, Project Hail Mary for like movies of like this year that have come out this year. Yeah, we're not doing the bear. We're not doing that. I don't know why I even have that. Yeah, there we go. We can go find. We gotta go find Elpenor, but we gotta go talk to people. Yo, every scene was crazy. So we'll just. I mean, I'm gonna break it down. We're gonna get into it. I put this out to all my platforms, and it was like 2 in the morning. I'm gonna be talking about this movie more though, so I'm gonna see it again and like even talk about it even more. It's that good. So let's spark up a little bit more too. This is definitely like I mean, Chris Nolan movies in general, you gotta watch like multiple times to like. I mean, just the way they're filmed and the pace that they're at. Like Chris Nolan movies are not slow. They're long, which could be like, oh, like it's probably a long. No, like the pacing of his movies are like they pull you in, and then you're just like at this fucking pace of like breakneck speed, of like as if something is about to be revealed to you every second, and like something major is about, and like you're waiting, and like but it's like that the whole time. But every Chris Nolan movie's like that. To where it's just like you're just in on it. You're just like in on the situation immediately. You know, like Chris Nolan doesn't dress the table. It's just like you're like the scene exists. It's like, and that's his style. Like the world is already happening, and like we're just in it then, and we're just plucked in the moment he decides to put us in. And like, and then you just like it's like merging on a highway. You know what I mean? With his movies. Because it's like there's no slowing down. There's literally one part in the Odyssey which gives everyone a second to breathe, and it's like when it's all about to start, basically when Odysseus is on the beaches with Calypso, and it's like there's that scene where like you see the ocean and then him like all by himself, and then because like the movie starts so fast, and that could be a problem too, by the way, because I didn't know what and that's how it goes, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like the movie just starts, and it's just like and I feel like they rushed through, getting Odysseus's son, which is Tom Holland. By the way, I have these character names too. I should know these character names. I read the book. Oh, they made us read the book. But because they made us read this, but now I want to read it because I want to. But in high school they made us read this, so I wasn't like didn't care. Telemachus, which is Odysseus' son. Telemachus. I felt like they rushed him out the door too quick to get to the point. Which I guess, but if there's a director's cut of that movie, I hope there is, and the beginning of the movie is a little like just a tiny bit more. Just I needed a little bit more because that was so fast. Immediately, Robert Pattinson, like he's a bad guy, and like some shit's it's bad, but it's full Chris Nolan like non-linear storytelling. Like it is, it gets there, like it is, but like it isn't. He does the fucking weave, but like does it in a good way. Where you have Telemachus, which is Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and you got his deal going on at the same time as Matt Damon's Odysseus. And it's literally like, bro, the way that he does it, it's even hard to explain how the time of, like, how time works for him, for Chris Nolan's movies. Which, obviously, if you've seen Interstellar, you know that they've completely fucking gone there with it, with the physics of how time works. But he does it with his storytelling. Yeah, Telemachus, Tom Holland. I definitely have to see that movie, this movie again, dude. You haven't seen it yet? You just read stuff? You did research on Agamemnon before the movie? Agamemnons. There's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna cosplay him. But dude, the way Chris Nolan told the story too is so... Bro. That movie, I think that movie should win the movie of the year. I don't know what else is gonna beat that. How I mean, he told that movie, and the way the book and the way the Homer wanted its readers to understand it, because that's how I remember it, being like, damn, they're the bad guys, really. Like, in, you know, in so many stories, they're always told as the heroes, right? And they're not. That fucking, yeah, it's what's her name? Circe? That was disgusting. That was fucking rough to watch. I vividly remember that part in the book, but when we got to that part in the movie, that was actually like, bro, that was that was wicked. That shit was crazy. That was so gross. Yo. Because there's like two things we can talk about. Obviously, we can talk about the Odyssey as a story itself. Like, the Odyssey story. But then there's the way the movie. And then obviously this thing's so good, they're both worth talking about. That's how good, I guess. That should tell you something. Chris Nolan's movie is so good that people are going to be talking about the Odyssey, the story, like the source material. And that's, I think, a good, that's all that, I think that's a job well done for a director. If like, because you can have people talk about your movie, but to actually have like dialogue around the source material again, when that shit's 1,000 years old, I mean, I think that'll be the best, work. Look at this shit. So that's how good that shit is. Like, we can, I don't know, let's fight everyone, bro. Fuck all y'all. How do I fight again in this game? I'm ready to fight them. Alrighty, let's go. How do I okay. Is it Q? I forgot the controls. God damn it. Get back, Spartan kick. And it's, I mean, Chris, the movies made me completely rethink of how I see Troy, the movie Troy with Brad Pitt. Because that's told so differently than Chris Nolan's Odyssey. With that part, with the part of the Battle of Troy. What's the fucking... There we go. Okay, it is Q.
Oh no!
Oh no! The cast historian as the son.
You're simply delaying the...
Oh, Tom Holland. Oh, brother, we're out. That was based. I know. Yeah, it's a different telling of the Odyssey. We had to watch that in school. We had to read it and watch it. There was a whole thing around the Odyssey and "Oh brother, where art thou?" and we had to do all of it. Which I don't regret. Now I'm glad we did that. But at the time I was bored. I didn't understand why the fuck we were reading any of that or doing any of that shit. Break this guy's shield. Fuck this guy. You don't get a shield. Weirdo. Give me your shield. There we go. This is one of. Oh, this is a. Oh, this is a. Bounty hunter. Put a one in the chat if you've seen the Odyssey in the movie. I don't feel like no one's doing a stream talking about it really. Like it's like so much bullshit's happening in the world, so no one wants to talk about actual good shit anymore. Or like, or let's talk about how woke the movie is or whatever. It's some dumb shit, bro. Like that's all it is now. No one actually wants to talk about fucking the substance of anything anymore. And by the way, the movie is the least woke thing I've ever seen. It's just because there's like characters of other races in the movie.
You have his own luck.
Oh, this guy's shitting on me bad. This is probably a bad decision to fight this guy. Hold on. Can I res? There you go. There we go. Got him. Alright, so obviously, if you guys are just tuning in, I just got back home from the Odyssey movie. And I gotta say, it was some of the best cinema I think I've seen. Like, I've seen Oppenheimer, and Oppenheimer was good, and it was a good experience, and people loved it, but like, and I didn't really want to be like, I didn't really care. It didn't really invoke anything from me other than like, wow, that was really fucking cool, which it was. You know, I mean, just to compare another big Nolan epic movie, right? But Oppenheimer, like I saw it once and I did see it. I did see it on a big screen and shit. But I've never seen it since. And it was good. The pacing of that was harder to follow though. And it was slower. That movie is an example of Nolan pacing that is slow. And like it's fast moving but slow at the same time, whereas this is fast paced and like action packed the whole damn time.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. So it was, I mean, the sound was great. Sound design was incredible the whole time, especially again I saw it in IMAX. So I'm talking about an IMAX experience. I don't know if we're still gonna find Elpenor here, dude. Where do I look for Elpenor? Or where do I look? Where the fuck is he? Is he in here? Let's go there. There we go. Now I got something to do. Do you like Odysseus' sidekick? Oh, the guy from Tenet. He's been in a lot of Nolan movies. He was in Tenet. A lot of these actors were. Yo, okay. Because the way that it's told, it's making me even try to talk about it in a non-linear way too, which is weird. Because the movie opens when Telemachus is about to go. What is they go to? Fuck. What is the place that they travel to, or that he travels to, and he finds Look at these character names, dude. There's so many of them. John Bernthal's character. Menelaus, who's one of Odysseus's men, ends up marrying Helen. What was the name? They're not in Troy, right? In that part? Yeah. Yeah, no, John Bernthal kills it too. He's great in everything he does. Okay, so they are back in Troy then in that part. Okay. Okay. I gotta watch this movie again. like multiple times. Yep. Oh, he does. Tom Holland does. I'm the only one who can't stand John Bernthal. Why not? Why don't you like John Bernthal? He's definitely John Bernthal. Every single like set piece was incredible in the movie. Like every major thing like that you will remember, like the Cyclops, the sirens, or like the siren song, the whirlpool. All that shit is insane. Like that's easily like some of the best ocean effects like that since Pirates of the Caribbean, easily, because they got to give it to Pirates for the fucking ocean effects they had back then, back when that movie came out. Then it became too shitty. At first though, the first couple of them are really cool, and then it got CGI dumb shit. Like when Disney actually did cool stuff. But yeah, that fucking whirlpool, and then trying to think. So Cyclops was fucking sick. I like the Odyssey, yes. Is that one that Mago was upset because Elliot Page was in it? Yeah, Elliot is in the movie for like, Elliot plays Sinan, which is a very crucial character. But like, he's in it for like 2 scenes in the movie. So Maga made a big deal of not a whole lot, but there's nothing. Every criticism of the movie, you could like, the only criticisms that are legit would be the pacing, but that's of every Chris Nolan movie, because it doesn't give you a second to really digest what happened in the movie. Like a lot of movies give you time to digest it, and like there's parts that are just like throwaway parts for you to digest, and this movie, it's like, no, you don't even have a second.
Malaka, if it isn't the eagle bearer herself. You got big since Kefalonia.
And you got old, Photios the dog.
Shane from The Walking Dead ruined it for many. To see it's a hit. The last Odyssey we had was Charles. Yeah.
These days, thankfully,
Also, Travis Scott's in the movie for like two scenes. He's not like even a major character.
Of course they do.
Trying to think of what else.
Marcos, that's for sure.
Ask me questions, and I'll like. There's a lot of my like. I need to see the movie again. Okay. I need to see the movie twice. Also, may or may not have done psychedelic mushrooms before the movie, so I saw a different thing. My experience was insane, so I need to still digest what I saw in the IMAX screen completely. Other than like, I was just like, genuinely. It was genuinely an experience, that's for sure. Genuinely.
Mercenary, always a mercenary.
I Show Speed was in it. Was he? What part? What was I Show Speed play as? I didn't see him in it.
And comes back twice.
Did something happen?
A couple of priests ransacked this treasury.
Yeah, I didn't see. Yeah, I didn't see I Show Speed in the movie.
Oh, your employer won't like that.
No, but you like this. Make an example of the thieves. You find them and the sapphires, and I pay you much better than you're used to in Kefalonia.
All right, fine.
All right, I'll help you. But
what?
Next time you go, please record on your phone. Pirate Bay? What the hell? No.
I haven't forgotten the old days.
You ever actually watched Inception or Interstellar? Yes, I've seen every Nolan movie.
I thought I was getting soft.
Interstellar is amazing, and I'll watch that through every single time. And I wish I would see that. I wish that would I wish he could just do like a Nolan night or Nolan day at IMAX and just go watch his movies in IMAX again. Because that movie in IMAX would be incredible with the sound. But this, like, people will say it's his best work or it's not, but this is I think it's among his best work, this movie here that I saw.
So I'm hunting priests. Where do I start?
Some of the practical effects, which he used practical effects
Probably hid somewhere
in
quiet.
some of it,
Check the caves west of
looked a little cheap at times. Like when some of the armor and shit you could tell was not like real in a couple scenes, which was like but there was enough like with the actual big set pieces and shit that were so real looking, and then also lots of practical effects in the movie. Like most of the shit is all real, shot on real locations, and then when they're going through shit, it's not CGI. It's like you know, they're actually on the boat. I don't know, the boat's probably in a studio or something, whatever, but the way it's not like a CGI fest at all. It's like almost, I swear the whole thing is practical effects, isn't it? If I recall, everything is practical effects in that movie.
I wouldn't expect priests to be jewelry.
Minus there's a
the drachmi or the silver. They knew those sapphires were the most valuable things here.
what was that fucking monster in the mountain? That thing obviously was not practical effect. And the Cyclops, whatever. The Cyclops, and then that, what was that? What was the name of that monster in the mountain? You never saw Inception or Interstellar? Holy shit. You watched Apocalypse Now on shrooms and never left the jungle. And it's wild, and like the reveals of those are so wild because yeah, in the Odyssey there's like obviously real mythical creatures and shit like that. And the way that it's handled in the movie is like, because it's all realistic practical effects and grounded, and then it gets to that shit and it's like fucking insane. The Cyclops scene, oh my god. That was the first time he went back and saved his men too. It's got me thinking about the actual Odyssey story itself. The story of the movie's good though. Obviously, it's again Nolan has got his pacing style, which again, you either like it or you don't like it. Like I said, it's like the movie begins and it's like you got to be ready. You got to be locked in. Like as soon as the trailers and shit for new movies start, you got to be ready. You're on the ride immediately. And then I guess my issue would be his, and this is a common problem of all of his movies, is like the audio when characters are talking, and he does this where like characters are talking and there's like this music in the background that's keeping the pacing moving, and it's like specific music when they're, and he does this with every fucking and it's to keep the pacing, because when he does have dialogue, he has music going in the background to like keep, so that way you're still in on the pacing that the action has. But the audio, like it's hard to hear sometimes, and like that's why I gotta watch it back again. I gotta watch it a couple times because I couldn't hear. And then the fucking Imax is actually, but I don't care because the sound, when the sound effects of the set pieces came, that was so good. That was incredible. So it's hard to hear what the hell they're saying, so at least in the IMAX version of it. But again, if you've watched any Nolan movie, that's like a common thing. Where characters will be talking. And then he's got also either you'll love it or you don't like it, but his dialogue style that he has with the characters, it's very like it's not, I mean, which I guess I like because I don't like small talk. Characters in his movies don't have small talk. They all have like very like I don't know what the language is, dude. I'm not a fucking English major. But it's like and almost to where they like are like explain things while they talk, and you'll either like that or not. And he does that a few times in the movie, but it's not like overwhelming. Where it's like Matt Damon at the end, I guess we're not in the Bronze Age now or whatever. It's like, but like that part was like kind of almost made me laugh. I don't, just like the way that the characters are part of the world. That's the best way to put it. Is like his characters are flowing in the world he builds, and their dialogue is not small talk. Like obviously it focuses on Odysseus and his story, but not really. And that's how his movies are, though. There's like he's telling, there's like a, it's like a thing is happening the whole time, and it's like all the characters are just kind of a part of what Nolan's doing. And like their dialogue is like that too. And it's all like everything is like a big deal. So when they're talking to each other, there's like everything has a purpose when they're speaking to each other. It's not no wasted dialogue, which again you'll like or you won't like, because it can get to the point where they're like explaining the situation through what they're saying. Exposition, yeah, expository language. If I was an English major, I'd know how to explain this better, guys. But like again, it's Chris Nolan style, and I feel like it's okay with Chris Nolan because that's the way his action scenes and like the actual like set pieces are told too. And also he has non-linear storytelling, so you don't really have time to like have small talk with the characters, especially since you've already seen these characters randomly at like the beginning of the movie when you're like, oh, and then later on they're talking, but then they're talking about the thing that you saw earlier. And again, it's just not, it's just the dialogue isn't wasted, but like you could have a problem with that. Like if you like more linear dialogue, I guess, or if you like people just chatting.
We're so close to the gods, I can feel Apollo all around me. How did it go with Elpinon?
We can talk later in private. Who's this?
See, like this isn't in the Odyssey. See this language here? See how they're talking to each other?
But ask if she's as glorious.
That's not how Chris Nolan's characters talk to each other.
Is she?
She left me with more questions than answers. That's the oracle for you.
My oracle. You're gonna eat like they do in the movie? Ew. At the Circe scene? Oh god, dude, I'm sick. Yo. That was nuts, dude. That genuinely, like, and then just when you thought it wasn't gonna get, like, literally, okay, I have to explain this as well for people that don't know the story or like haven't seen the movie. But if you want to see the movie, go see the movie, like, for sure. But they're going up, the soldiers are like having like a little mutiny against Odysseus, and they're like, because they feel like Odysseus fucked with Poseidon by shooting the arrow at the Cyclops, which also was just fucking like in the like what the, even like when I remember reading it in the book and then the movie, it's like, how the fuck did he fire the, how do you do that fire it at the Cyclops again? So they finally they felt like Odysseus was responsible for all their problems, so they're like, you're staying back here with the boats, we're gonna go up the mountain and go figure out who's up the mountain. So they go up the mountain and they see all these animals, and when they're going up the mountain, these animals are they're would be apex predators. Be like there's like a leopard, a panther, a lion, a tiger, and then as they're going up the mountain, like they're not attacking them or anything. They're just like looking at them. They're like, what the fuck? Like, why is there a panther and tiger and shit? And then when they get up there, obviously Circe's like a witch or whatever, and she like she can turn humans into animals. Or like, I guess like their true selves. She turns humans into their true selves, I guess. And it's like that in the book. It's all this shit. All of these set pieces in the movie, and then the book, or the books. There's multiple books, isn't there? And they're like a multiple. They're all, what is it? They're all, stories or whatever, but I'm trying to think of the word. I need the word here. It's the shroom come down. My thoughts are scrambled. But it is what it is. What up, Trig? Metaphor. That's the word. They're all metaphors for, and they're all life lessons and shit in the books. So when like they're going up the mountain, she tricks them into eating her food, and because like these Odysseus's soldiers are used to killing, R-wording, right, pillaging, and like burning, and like they're not good people. Like they're not good. Like they're bad. They're soldiers, whatever, warriors, but they are also bad people or bad men. And so, you know, the soldiers themselves are like, no, we're not here to attack you or whatever. And she's like, whatever. So they sit down at the table, and then they start eating her food and her meat and shit, which is what she then uses to then turn them into pigs. This is Circe, the witch. And so while the soldiers are, and it's obvious like they're walking into a trap, because when they start taking off their armor, like you can see other armor on the ground, as like, you know, some shit's bad, but like they're already under a spell. You can already tell they're under a spell immediately, which Odysseus almost fell under too. But because Odysseus doesn't worship the fucking gods, that's what saves him, which is why I love Odysseus, because he's badass, because fuck the gods. That's why I remember that from high school, reading that book, and I'll be like, dude, Odysseus is badass. Like he doesn't fuck with any of them. And that's why the gods can't really fuck with him. Like they do and try to, but like he overcomes because he doesn't worship that shit. And it's always like your god and like your gods. And he's like that in the book too. Shit's super good. But when they start eating the fucking, oh dude, like the actual scene of that, and when she starts turning them into pigs, that whole thing, like you think it's gonna stop, right? And I'm watching this, and I don't know Chris Nolan to really do a whole lot of like grotesque shit like this, like, but this was, bro, this was like a fucking like horror movie. This was like if you like saw this whole scene was so gross, and it was like so intense. It was like it kept going. This was like the scene was like 10 minutes of just Circe turning the soldiers into pigs, and like you see every bit of that. Like it doesn't like it kind of like the way that it's filmed, and like it starts with her body like covering it a little bit, and then it's almost Chris Nolan goes, oh, okay, well now I'm actually gonna show you how this is gonna play out. And then you see her, like her fist is in their fucking mouth, and she's like stretching and it's so gross. And like they're, oh dude, it's such a gross, it's like Resident Evil 7. That's the best, you know, when they're sitting at the table eating fucking all the body parts and shit. It's like that, because the other soldiers that are waiting to be turned into pigs are like can't stop eating, and like it's so gross, dude. And like oh my god. But like, yeah, this thing goes on for like 10 minutes, and if you're like grossed out by that type of shit, you're gonna like, this scene is nuts. Like you think it's gonna stop, it doesn't. It keeps going, and like and then Circe's like fucking like bends their head back and is like shaping their fucking into pigs. She's shaping them into pigs. I thought when she was turning one of them into a rat, looked like a rat at first, and then became a pig.
Use your head.
Well, it's just...
No, only if you've seen it, you guys will understand.
Like-
You guys truly don't understand right now. Like this shit, like literally, fucking was so like, and I can handle gross shit. Like again, this is literally like Resident Evil 7 family dinner, and then a Saw scene with what Cersei was doing to the soldiers. That was wild, and Chris Nolan went all the way there. Hey, back off, buddy. Now, how about
You know
no?
my spear
Let's
just
be
by
nice.
looking at it?
It's metal.
More than
It's definitely metal.
All things in Delphi are more than they appear.
It was wild. I kept going, but that was like later. Like every major thing that happens was so nuts.
I'm a storyteller. Or I
Good. I'm
was.
glad I was good at this guy.
This war is forcing us all to new...
I gotta spark up another one. Welcome everybody. God dang, dude, we're going crazy with the stream right now.
Why are you...
I just got back from the Odyssey. We got 300 and some people tuned in apparently.
A very
You saw the Odyssey in theaters today, dude.
intent to fight.
I'm still trying to put my thoughts together about it.
You told me you came to ask the Oracle a personal question.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to tell you guys how I feel. It's better to ask questions.
You came to seek the Pythia's guidance on how to end the war.
I did. Though something is wrong in Delphi. Guards at every turn, people being turned away.
This shit makes me want to like watch any movie that's around the Odyssey and watch all of them again. And watch Troy again, actually. Because I feel like Nolan's movie also is a critique of Troy, the Brad Pitt movie. I feel like that's a thing. And I gotta watch them again, both of them, to explain it better.
You don't see...
But like, I don't have enough information yet to really lay out my take on that. But I feel just off of watching the Odyssey the first time here, like it was a direct critique of that. Because people love that movie.
Wish for winter, as it brings death with it. Such wisdom. I don't understand a word of it.
Yeah, Troy is a really good movie.
And
It doesn't mean Troy's a bad movie. Let's put it that way.
Threat when I hear one.
It's not like it's that's what the Odyssey is gonna do to you, and it does actually, ironically, to Odysseus in the actual tale, which is the point. So not only does Chris Nolan's movie accomplish its goal with the viewer, but it like the Odyssey itself and how he tells it, the viewer is gonna like, if you truly can get immersed into it.
Are there always this many people to see the Pythia?
these are more than just people. Every city sends a Fiori or sacred ambassadors to seek guidance on behalf of their people. The Pythia not only shapes the destinies of individuals, but of the entire Greek world. Imagine what power one would have. if they controlled
420 friendly stream.
Apollo controls this. Of course he does.
Apollo.
Delphi is nothing, like they say. Has it always been like this?
No. This was once an open and welcoming place. But war changes things.
I couldn't wait till they got to the when he
Prophecies in times of war
shot the arrow through the axes.
violent emotions. It's wise to keep your blades sheathed.
They show it right away.
Drawing blood in Delphi.
It's a callback in the movie. I thought, oh, is that all they're gonna do? Until nah, then it does it how it's supposed to later. When Odysseus has to do it for real ski as disguising himself as Sinan, being a beggar. The 1997 Odyssey film with Armand Assante is so good. It must watch if you enjoy the story. Oof. I'm sure it's good. This is yeah, this is probably better.
Fine. I'll be an old woman.
I'll check it out though. Armand Assante, huh? I saw a scene with the Cyclops with him, and the Cyclops looks silly.
I didn't come here to start trouble.
The Cyclops in this Odyssey is terrifying, but like it shouldn't be. It's terrifying because of what Odysseus and his men put themselves into.
But if they
Because they're
cheat
being
on the
fucking-
I'm blaming you, Barnabas.
Is she not every bit as great as I said?
You know what? Like you could directly compare like to a modern day like Odysseus's men and shit to be like I don't know, like any Imperial army. You can pick the IDF, you can be like the Russian soldiers, whatever. To where you have like a warrior code there, but they're fucking literally murdering civilians. And that's in the movie too. And you see him do it. And it's like not short either. It's like that's another thing. Like he really spends a lot of time on things he wants people to, like his message he's conveying, which is also a very anti-war film. It's an anti-war film. Also, the Odyssey should be considered an anti-war film. Like you don't see a you don't see a battle. The battles happen, and then they're in the fucking horse. But like the battle doesn't. You don't see the battle on screen. The only time you see a big fight out is when they're like slaughtering civilians in Troy. After they get inside with the Trojan horse, which that was nuts too. The explanation of the Trojan horse in this was probably peak. That was peak. I don't know how you're gonna fucking top the telling of the Trojan horse, other than how it was told in this. Because it's like that. Oh my god. And even what's his name? Yeah, I gotta look. John Bernthal. Menelaus. When Telemachus, Tom Holland's character, gets to him and he's talking about it, because he tells Tom Holland like how they got into Troy and used the Trojan horse, and he's like, and John Bernthal literally, it is so intense. Everything is intense. Like I told you, the way Circe morphs them into pigs is so gross and insane. And then John Bernthal goes, you know, everyone talks about how it went down on the outside, but no one knows how it went down on the inside. And then it cuts to them inside the fucking horse, and dudes are like literally drowning. They're drowning to death. And he's like, and then they were like, then there's like pissing and shitting all in the fucking horse, because like they're dying inside the horse. And he's literally like, dude, we were pissing and shitting all over ourselves, because they had to wait for like days for the Troy soldiers to show up or whatever. So they were like, and you see that, and like they cut to them waiting in the fucking Trojan horse, and they're like, there's fucking drowning to death. They're trying to hand them straws, like breathing straws, and because the low tides and shit that would come in, everyone at the bottom of the horse drowned. It was so oh my god, dude. Because they're the horse was on the beach. It wasn't like it's told where there's a horse and it was just like wheeled in. Like, no, they built the horse and left it on the beach. And then they hid in the horse, and then all the civilians, everyone dragged the horse into Troy. And then they propped it up while all of Odysseus and his men waited inside of it. But when John Bernthal tells, like, because it's non-linear. So when Tom Holland's character gets to John Bernthal again, which is Telemachus and Menelaus, and he's telling him the story, then it cuts back to the Trojan horse scene, and like you see it play out, and then it cuts back, and then it goes back to. So you have like literally it weaves. So you have Tom Holland's story is moving forwards in this, and then Odysseus' story does move forward, but it's like in the past, and his story is moving forward as well. And then Tom Holland, his journey weaves Odysseus' story into it, but like it flashes back to Odysseus and shit. But then there are times where Odysseus' story is told linear for a good period of time. The movie's a long movie. It's like 3 hours long. So like these set pieces, and that's what I think this is his good work, because a lot of his set pieces in his new movies are also told non-linear, and it's weird, and I don't like it. And like Tenet, to this day, for me, I still struggle with that one. Like Tenet, I struggle hard to wrap my brain around that. But like this, he really allowed the set pieces to play out linear. So yes, like the Tom Holland story is moving forward, and so is Odysseus. But Odysseus is in the past technically until it's not, right? And then when he's and then they connect when Odysseus makes it back home, and then it's like, and then everything like it comes together perfectly at that point. So if you struggle with at least, how about this? If you struggle with a non-linear storytelling, this one's at least easier to deal with because the set pieces are linear and they play out for a long time. So it's like you're gonna get the Cyclops scene. There's no cuts or anything. It's like you're seeing the whole fucking how that plays out, or the or the siren song too. That was crazy. And I also kind of like how you could vary, like the mermaid that was on there, the siren. You like very barely see it. I even like sat forward. I was trying to see if I could see it, and you couldn't. One of the soldiers got wrapped up though. Took the earwax out.
Will you just move?
You move. We're looking for Elpenor here. The horse was supposed to be made of wood though. It is. Well, like they were waiting in it on the beach. Like they fought on the beach, and like they were waiting there for like 10 years, I guess, or some shit. Right? So like because they were waiting for like after the battle or something. After the battle, and they were waiting there, and then that's how they got to inside of fucking Troy. What up, Borat? Nice to meet you. Very nice. When they put the wax in the ears, yeah, especially in IMAX. Yeah, when like literally like the whole left side of the theater quiets down and like it's that muffled sound. But yeah, it was sick. Yeah. Anything you guys recall? Because I got to see this movie again to be able to really tell it in a linear way, because I can't. You'll be watching the Odyssey available when digital at home. Make sure you get a sound bar or have surround sound. That's all I'll tell you. You do not watch that shit with surround sound, at least. Where's my frickin' horse? There you are. You have a telephone in your cabin. Man, dude. So they had Odysseus tries to go against the gods, because the gods are like, all of your men are gonna die, and he's like, I don't think so. And so then when they go to Hades, or they go to hell, he finds out there's ways, like, his men are gonna die. Either 6 men are gonna die one way, or they're all gonna die if they go through the cyclone. And so Odysseus is like, I'll try to figure out how to save them all, but then he doesn't. He has to trick his own men. He has to trick his own men into going through the passageway, in which then 6 of them die, as predicted. As predicted. Kind of feel like that old sage in Hades or whatever. Who was that? Was that Achilles? Was that Achilles in Hades on the ground?
At Hooves1 donated $2 through Super Chat. Hooves is the fastest in the West.
Thanks for the 2. Do you have anything about the Odyssey? You don't have a soundbar, but you should be all fine with headphones? Man, alright. I recommend as the biggest screen and the biggest sound as possible with this movie. Like, truly, like when they get like this, like when they fucking stab the Cyclops in the eye and when he screams, that was like, I got uncomfortable a little bit because it was like fucking dude, the fucking Cyclops was screaming. Imagine a giant ass fucking loud big ass Cyclops screaming from pain. And then Nolan conveys that. So, and it was like a violent screeching scream. And in IMAX, that shit was, dude, everything is like, everything in that movie is just a lot of it. You know, what a era for Tom Holland between, I think he did really good in the Odyssey. He's definitely Tom Holland too. Every A-list character in this movie is themselves for sure, but like they're good A-list actors though. So obviously Jon Bernthal is Jon Bernthal. Robert Pattinson, by the way. Nolan can keep Robert Pattinson in his movies. He did really good in Tenet. Yeah, I didn't obviously fuck with Robert Pattinson when I was younger because he did like Twilight and chick flick movies or whatever, so I didn't really watch him. But he's like, everything he's in now is good. I mean, even as Batman, whatever, like he does an alright Batman. It's just not my type of Batman, I guess. It's just like too dark and too emo. But like for that type of Batman, Robert Pattinson does good, I guess. But Robert Pattinson was really good in this as well. You immediately know he's a piece of shit creep. The Cyclops as well was played by Bill Irwin. Really? Well, that was like, and it to the point where you feel for the fucking, like everything that happens in that movie, you feel for the situation that isn't with the fucking soldiers and Odysseus as well. And Nolan's able to do that. Because you clearly can see that this Cyclops is just like a goat herder. Like he's a shepherd.
Better not pick any fights.
Like, and the soldiers, and that's what this is conveyed. So the movie's good, but that's why it's like we should even talk about the Odyssey itself. It's worth talking about now. And how the soul and like the mentality of Odysseus's men, and how they like immediately he was like, let's take these, and they honestly put themselves in that situation, right? Because they go into the fucking cave, and oh, look at the goat cheese, and oh, look at, they don't even think like, oh, whose is this? His homie did, because he was like, yo, whose is this at first? But he wasn't the best character. He wasn't a good guy that either, though. None of them are. Who was that? Why isn't he credited here? He's so good. Oh yeah, Himesh Patel, right? He's so good. And he as Eulochus or whatever how the fuck you say his name. His second hand man. But it's like a whole commentary on the mentality of the soldiers and how like Odysseus, and I think why the gods save Odysseus is, or want to save Odysseus, is because in the Battle of Troy he sees it for what it is then, whereas his soldiers and his men don't, and they just keep indulging in that.
I'm sure I could teach you.
Have you watched the new Spider-Man? I haven't. It's a year of Tom Holland. We gotta see that next. What up, Danky? Put a one in the chat if you guys have seen the Odyssey. What you smoking on, Nick? Let's have a 420 here. Just, you guys, I highly recommend it, man. I couldn't recommend the Odyssey more. Like, if you want to, especially if you like this game, if you like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, or if you just like the Odyssey book, or if you read the book, or maybe you did watch the Armand Assante movie, it's better. One Strange Gazer, what do you guys think of it? You've heard me talk about it. I'm clearly up still. Like the movie started at 10 p.m. Little did I know I'd have the most viewers I've ever had on a gaming stream in a long time. If you guys can get to 1800 in the chat, then we'll pass Arma. On my Arma Reforger stream that, remember how we were going crazy with those? I guess we'll just talk about movies and get baked on stream and play Assassin's Creed. That's what I'll do from now on. I'll just do this. Favorite movie this year so far is Obsession. Yep. So my top 3 is The Odyssey. The Odyssey, and then Obsession is my number 2. Before I saw The Odyssey tonight, Obsession was my number 1. You can watch Obsession at home now, though. You like any movie. I'm trying to say, like, if you can see The Odyssey in a movie theater and at IMAX especially, but at least at a big screen with big sound somehow, and go during the daytime where you don't have to deal with other people. But not a lot of. I mean, our movie was really nice. Like, nobody was loud and I know a lot of people like to watch movies at home in your own home and you have nice TVs, but this is definitely a movie where watching it in the biggest screen with the biggest sound possible is something that should be experienced. The Armando Sante miniseries was good. I might check it out then. Backrooms, yes. Backrooms also. Backrooms would probably be my number 4. Very good. Yep. Crazy how Kane Pixels and oh god, guy who directed Obsession's a YouTuber as well. Hey, YouTubers are up. Let's go. He's so funny. What's his name now? The guy who made Obsession. His skits are hilarious, but I can't think. I have so many names in my head from stupid stuff that it ruins memories of names that should matter more. God dang it. Well, if someone can give me the Obsession movie director. Yeah, Curry Barker. Thank you, Danky. Yep, Curry Barker, hilarious. And his skit, like, look up Curry, and he has free. If you guys like Obsession, he has a bunch of like short horror films on YouTube and shit. Like literally hour and a half long. One of them is like an hour and a half long, and he just has them on YouTube. And they're literally like, if you like the Obsession that he has, he clearly is looking out for his friends, because his one friend who played the bear's friend in the movie is like in all of his skits and shit too. So I like that he looks out for his homies. So yeah, Obsession, very good film. Very good. Dude, I'm fuck Elpenor, dude. I'm tired of looking for Elpenor. I can't find his ass. I've gone all over. I've looked all over this place, dude. Damn near, damn near talked about all of the Odyssey. Let's go over here and then fuck it. Tired of this, Grandpa. Where the hell is this guy? Go look over here, I guess. I've literally gone from corner to corner just looking for this guy. Talking about the Odyssey, but I get no regrets. I don't care. This game is super fun too, by the way. What was your guys' favorite? If you guys have seen the Odyssey, or maybe you like anything about it, what's your favorite? What's your favorite part of it? Danky, you got it. Danky, you gotta go see it too. Danky, you gotta go see it. Danky, you could even probably go to the actual IMAX in Illinois. It'd probably be closer for you. It almost is worth the 4-hour trip to go to it, dude. I swear to God. That's how much this movie. That's how good this movie was. I'm hungry. Almost breakfast time though, so maybe we hold out for breakfast. Maybe we hold it out. Also, admittedly, also my experience was heightened from psychedelics. I should add that note. So I was super locked in. Running power at max. Yep. Imax. Yep. Good amount of shroom. And I was definitely like waiting in line at the movie theater was a little tough. I had to put my hood up and kind of just not look at people. Everyone was glowing and had PS2 graphics, and it was insane. Agamemnon's aura farming when the fucking gate opened and he was just standing there like Darth Vader. He even had aura in Hades too, or in Hell. When like they all step aside and he just like pops up. He's like, Odysseus. That shit ain't what I thought it was. She fucking killed me. Odysseus, going home ain't what I thought it was, fam. We're all dead.
No!
Yep. That shit was wicked though. That was well worth it. Tomb of Tityos.
For man to revere Tityos. He angered Zeus and the other gods after all.
Tityos. The Tomb of Tityos.
Careful. Don't want to be caught here.
Imagine when you got in the theater, the doors were locked and you were shown the 4-hour-long horror of Assassin's Creed Shadows. Oh my god. Surprise. See, this is more fun than Assassin's Creed Shadows. So they're really playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which came out in 2018, and just running around. This is more fun than all of Shadows. Yeah, there's a fucking bear over there. You guys see that bear over there, though? That's crazy. Leave that bear alone. I don't want to anger the gods. Or maybe that bear's a person. That scene still fucked me up, dude. That was so gross. That was so gross. It kept going. Like, I don't know how, like, when, like, you know, usually one or two, you know, but like literally, like, she was stretching one of them and like morphed one of them, and then literally went to another one and did it, and then they're like, okay, that's enough. Nope. And then she goes to another one, and then another one gets fucking stretched and morphed into a pig. And it like, and it shows you the whole, like, that was so wild to watch. In a Nolan movie too. Like he can do a horror, he can do horror a little bit like that. I think, was that him saying I'm going to do a horror movie next or what? That would be nuts. Like an action horror movie from Chris Nolan would be insane. What was that? That body horror or what is that shit called? That's like, it has a specific niche. What's that shit called? Japanese horror uses it. That's what that was. Yeah, you never, I mean, it happens in the story, but then it, like, that's why that shit's extra nuts, because a lot of the stuff in the book or in the, you know, the tales, how the hell do you make that into a movie? And yeah. Yep, it's there. Ryan Hurst, the guy from Remember the Titans, the quarterback or whatever, dude. He was there for Tom Holland. He's so good. He was in Sons of Anarchy as well, right? He played Opie from Sons of Anarchy. I always remember him as fucking no, not Sunshine. No. He was Jerry. He was the guy who was just like a little, he was like he became friends with one of the players. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. Yeah, Strong Side. But but if you've seen Sons of Anarchy, a lot of people know him as Opie now. Opie. But he's really good. And it took me a while to realize that was him because I was tripping at first. But then I was like, oh god, that's him. That's the guy. It's the guy from Remember the Titans.
Nikolaos would leave snakes in the grass, but
Nikolaos.
I wasn't expecting this.
Ooh. Maybe we're gonna find Elpenor? Maybe he's over there. Find Elpenor and focus.
This area will be well.
I need more of you guys to see the Odyssey before I talk about it next. I feel like you guys are trying to participate in the convo by throwing other things out there, but you didn't see the Odyssey, so you can't really say much else. You remember the Titans often? Yep. Got to remember. As soon as I upload it, I'm not doing that, Michael J. Michael. I ain't doing that. Hell no. Movie's probably super protected with all those A-listers and there's fuck, dude. Oh, do you know who also did a really good job in the movie? Was John Leguizamo's character. Even though he throws a fucking puppy over the cliff right away. That was a sudden thing that happens. There is dog death in this movie, by the way. I'll just say that. There's not just one either. Yep. There is dog death. Puppy death. And yeah. Odysseus saves I mean, it's in the book too. But his hunting dog, he saves one of the dogs from getting thrown over the cliff. I can't remember. I gotta look up. I gotta look up in the story why he was sacrificing puppies, or like why he was throwing puppies off the cliff. I can't remember why he was like doing that. But then Odysseus stops him, and then he gets his hunting dog, but they're not real hunting dogs, like that. Got him. You go. Cultist guard? I don't think so. Really? Give me that for Ares. Ares ain't gonna help you here. You going? Shit on bad. Let's go. You mean Spartans would yeet their kids off a cliff? I mean, that's actually talked about in the movie. And in the story itself, Agamemnon yeets his kid off the cliff, which is Zendaya. Honestly, Zendaya's role in the movie is good though. She's in the movie like 8 times for like maybe not even a minute each time. She's Athena. Right? She plays Athena, right? Let me check. Yeah. So Agamemnon yeets fucking Athena, the child, right away. And that's what Helen, who's played by, oh dude, she fucking does amazing. Oh boy, look out. He's so petty. You love jail and have since I was a kid. Apparently I don't need to do Mercado media streams. I'll just do streams like this from now on. Guys, hit the like button if you guys haven't. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like and subscribe. Damn it. Damn it. Philomena.
This won't take much longer.
Come on. Can I do damage against these guys for real? How do I switch targets? Let's go. Movie review streams, apparently. Where I just collect my thoughts after a good movie. But overall, guys, I absolutely recommend like that movie. I mean, if you're just wondering, like, is it good? Should I go see it? Yes. Like, yes, it's definitely worth like seeing. God dang it, son of a. Definitely. Like, very good. Can I write your movie review streams? Because I got experience in that. You got to see the Odyssey. I feel like I'm seeing it late. And it's been out for a couple weeks now. I think Spider-Man's gonna take its spot now. Because it's new. But the fact that Tom Holland movie is gonna be first and second. He's very Tom Holland too in this. He's like a little Spider-Man. Little Spider-Man in the Odyssey. Let's just go around this for now. Funny. Even he acts like it too. I'm breakfast. We should get breakfast. But I mean, honestly, Tom Holland does it good though. People shit on him because he's like that, but it is what it is. And he plays that, and because he plays that character well too. He's supposed to be like that. Not gonna, like, Odysseus' son, not really living up to his dad's. He's young though. Like, he has his drive, but he can't fucking fight like Odysseus can. And that's felt in the movie because Tom Holland gets his ass. He definitely can't. He's definitely not Spider-Man in the movie. Like, he has his. It's Tom Holland, and he's got drive and shit, and he wants to help. I just want to help. I just want to help, Mr. Stark. He wants to help. Yeah, but he's very driven, but he can't fight. So he's definitely not Spider-Man in the fact that he can't fight at all. Yeah, he gets his ass kicked in the whole movie. Shit pisses me off because I'm like, fucking, come on, Tom. Like he learns how to fight. Like Opie teaches him a little bit, and then John Leguizamo character, like, just kind of like this, like training sequence where you see him learning how to fight, but it's very short-lived. It's like one scene, and then no more training, and then he sets sail to Troy to go learn about his dad or go find Odysseus. Where's my dad? It's like inverted Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo, just a Odyssey story. Ooh, there we go. Now we're getting into it. Yep, we're talking about the Odyssey. I got back from it now a couple hours ago, but I'm still like can't stop thinking about it, and I wanted to play this game and just kind of chat about it, have some 420, have breakfast. I'm fucking hungry. I'm starving now. I had some psychedelic shrooms earlier before the movie, and now I'm hungry. And it's like my trip's kind of done now. So it was good though. It was definitely good. Definitely good. Temple of Apollo. Do we have? Is there someone to talk to down here? Start worshiping this shit. Order some bacon. No, it was like literally. Now I'm not gonna be able to do like a chicken soup. Like that was just chicken soup with some homemade chicken in there. Like actual chicken pieces were in that, and like it's gonna be ruined now.
Well, you a sight to my age.
Mis Dios.
Young, energetic. Perhaps I should just pay for your body instead of your help.
It's so gross. So like, yeah. So the scene where she turns them into pigs, they're eating out of the bowl first. Like she's sitting them down, and they start eating. And then when they start eating, they're already under the spell, and like they're gonna turn into pigs. But like when they're eating, it's like, again, the best thing I can explain is it's like Resident Evil 7. If you played that game, and if you don't know what that means, and you didn't play that, then I don't know what else to. I don't know what other movie I could use to explain that, but it's just like they're eating it so gross and like making a mess, and then just like eating it, just so disgusting. There's definitely been, I don't know, like there's definitely been movies with that in it, but and then they just keep eating it and eating it and eating it, and then it like their shit, like their face starts morphing into slop and then like they just like, and then like they're eating their face kind of ish, but like not, and like, but like there's no gore, I guess. It's just all like goopy, mucky, yucky. There's no gore with it. Like when she's messing with their face and shit, there's no blood, but it's just like you kill it. Like the soldiers know that, like you can hear them screaming and going through this whole thing. I still can't get that out of my head. Like that was.
Watch yourself. That's not my
This shit is like.
Oh, forgive me. I'm amazed the gods would send me someone so well suited to help me, but who is also so appealing to me physically.
I'm glad to hear it.
The second was messed up. Me, it should just be seen once sober. It was a really good film.
With my hunger for pleasure.
No, I mean,
I imagine any
yeah, I mean, seeing it sober was worth it too. You don't like mushrooms doesn't do anything to it. Just like if anything, it makes you see the clearer in a different way.
Run into the moonlit forest, shed our clothes, and pleasure each other until sunrise.
Whoa.
Our howls of ecstasy would echo throughout the valleys.
Whoa. Hey, yo.
I hope I'm as feisty as you at your age.
Damn.
Feistier now than I've
Damn,
ever
Oxia.
What's
Dang.
that to do with me?
I've learned of a powerful elixir, which if consumed will give someone the vigor and stamina of Eros. If you can gather me the ingredients, I can make it for my husband.
Holy. Alright, fine.
Right, I'll find the ingredients.
Dang.
If you promise to keep your nocturnal activities to yourself.
I have some drachmi, and Koragos has more. If you can bring me some bear scrotum and a deer tongue.
What?
Oh, is that all you need?
Don't worry, I'll reward you well. I'm sure Koragos will be.
She needs some bear scrotum. What the fuck?
Where can I find a bear near here?
I heard there's a cave near the sanctuary.
What in the
that
heck?
A large male bear has claimed.
Are there any deer nearby?
This is for
Fear the deer.
There's deer all over the place.
Where did you learn this?
Deer sounds odd. Where did you learn about it?
Why, the Pythia told me about it. She's so wise solving a problem I didn't even know I'd have.
Alright.
I'll be back with the ingredients soon.
Alright, so we gotta go find Bolt. Age is just a number. Crazy. Gotta speak with the Oracle of Delphi. The Oracle is here. Maybe Elpenor. Maybe we can find Elpenor then. Is this the Oracle?
Here to see the Pythia.
Only those chosen by the light of Apollo may enter.
How does one get chosen?
One goes to the back of the line.
To a
Back of the line.
waits in line.
Yeah, fuck you thought. How many movies are we gonna watch about Matt Damon get lost though? Matt Damon is just a lost character now.
Enter into the light of Apollo.
Trying to find his way home.
Light that illuminates shadow. Choose your question wisely, mortal, for you have but one. Speak, truth seeker.
Where's my mother?
I lost my mother when I was young. I have to find her. Where is she? It's you! From the visions! The child on the mountain! How could you know that? You need
What the hell?
now. Leave? Do you have any idea what I've been through to get here? Oh, but I do.
Oh dear.
There is wisdom in your decisions.
I was rolling balls when I saw one of your favorite bands play your favorite song.
But you held back for the truth.
I only like doing it really like in a movie. I don't know if I could do it watching a music show. I'd probably like
Hide from the light.
go through it. But a movie though, yeah. The last movie I saw on shrooms was Jurassic World, and that was in movie theaters, like the first one in 2015.
Cult of Kosmos. The Oracle has spoken. The prophecy is yours.
But I really like movies though. Not many people like movies. Like people my age and younger, now I like it's few and far between how many people like movies like I do. Or like we'll sit through them. People's attention spans are just not there now.
Herodotus, you're still here.
And yes, for this you need an attention span for the Odyssey.
You don't look happy with your prophecy.
She knew who I was.
She's the Pythia. It's her business to act like she knows you.
The music
That
was good.
No act. She said she had visions.
You
of
couldn't
me.
handle a movie high? What?
What child hasn't stood on a mountain?
I was thrown from that mountain. My life started and ended on that mountain. I'm telling you. She knew who I was. What I'd done. She tried to warn me.
Warn you? About what?
You did a dab. A dab. What was the best part of the movie? The music was the best part? Yes.
She mentioned the Cult of Kosmos. Does this mean any...
Well, I mean, like the music, but also just the sound in general. Everything was so thunderous and so it fit. It's an epic, and the sound matched.
And the Pythia seemed afraid of them. Guards took her away.
Yeah, you definitely need to see it in IMAX. Like, yeah, especially if you've seen it in regular theater now.
This cult has corrupted the Pythia.
You gotta see it in IMAX.
This is devastating news. Do you understand what this means? Through her, the cult controls the world.
I need to speak with her when she's not so well protected.
That would require a miracle from the gods. She is always protected.
Where can I find her?
The Pythia than I do.
My Pythia.
Where would she be?
When she's not in the temple of Apollo, she's at her home in the Hora of Delphi.
What about her?
I can't go breaking down every door until I find her.
The Oracle's home is probably easy enough to spot. She'd be the only person in the Hora of Delphi who can afford to live in luxury.
Where in the Hora of Delphi would she be?
Where in the Hora of Delphi does the Pythia live?
I've heard she lives on the outskirts of the village, but be warned, she will be guarded. Not everyone comes to see the Oracle with the best of intentions.
Yeah.
I'll find where the Pythia lives, and I will get answers.
Kassandra, don't forget. Brute force is useless when finesse is required.
Gotta have finesse. Right, chat? Do. Consulting a ghost. There we go, level 11, baby. Do. Oh, that movie that was Bonds that came out this year was Disclosure Day. Come on, Danky, get him going. Who else is up? Plus, everybody who's checked in. Apparently there's 630 of you guys. Probably all of you are just sleeping. Streaming at this time of night. Chungus was in the chat a little earlier, but it's a cheat code, but you're gonna have a lot of sleepy people that are sleeping. Who's this guy? You a bad guy? Who are you? Well, you're fucking dead. Oh, okay. I don't know. My bad. Was I supposed to do that? Sanctuary of Athena. That was Zendaya. Disclosure Day was so bad. Yeah, we were looking forward to it too. This shit was so super buns. Mega ultra buns. You eat nutsack. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. I think I gotta do that location. Where the fuck is Alpanor? Where the hell is that guy? Let's fast travel here. Or at least I'm halfway there. Spielberg made fun of modern films and then went out and made that dog shit. What the hell is this problem? Clearly, no, none of the other old directors like Scorsese doesn't have a problem. Nolan's still cooking. Unironically, J.J. Abrams had to fix fucking episode 9 and patch that shit up from episode 8 in Star Wars, but it was all bad, so it didn't matter. We're gonna get a new J.J. Abrams space movie again. But, yeah, that movie sucked. That movie, it's the I don't know if Spielberg was it felt like he was trying to emulate Chris Nolan, to be honest. Ironically, since it's like the movie started out in right away, and this shit was so ass. Immediately didn't care, and then they could have like taken that movie could have ended so many times right away. But consistently, the bad guys or whatever, or the government agency was like, oh no, okay, they just let him go, let him go. Okay, let him go. Had him cornered. And then the fucking technology is never explained, really. That shit was so ass. Shit pissed me off. Fuck off. Dude could just like hold on to the little cylinder and then osmosis alien travel pop up into their existence, but nobody else could see, and I don't fucking know, dude, what he was doing. That was so buns. It was so ass. And Emily Blunt's really good, so you wasted her. You wasted her character. Didn't care about anyone else. No one else mattered at all. Only cared about Emily Blunt. And like oh, we did bad things to alien. Oh, aliens are real, and we've done some fucked up things to the aliens. And then this agency is trying to stop it, and then the dude at the very last minute is like, okay, I'll just sit down now. When he's been like, and then like, oh god, it's so bad, dude. Literally, it's the like, Disclosure Day is the Assassin's Creed Shadows of Steven Spielberg movies. It was so bad. Don't see Disclosure, dude. Like, do not go see. Go literally spend money and go into the IMAX to see the Odyssey, and don't see Disclosure, and don't spend any money on Disclosure Day. They're gonna be so mad. It's so bad. Like, I truly, like, it's bad. And we were looking, I was looking forward to it. I think everybody was. Anyone that's been, and then don't feel bad if you've been like, oh, I can't wait to see that, and then it came out and it was ass, and you felt bad. It's not your fault. That shit was ass. Shit was super buns. And Steven Spielberg should not be making dog shit like that. So what the fuck happened? Is Kubrick still alive?
Looks like sharks got the whole crew.
I don't know. I feel like his type of movie would be an indie film now. I don't know though. I'm amazed the Odyssey is done so well that a lot of people are hate watching it. I really think the red pill type of anti-woke bullshit that's been all bullshit this whole time, it has, but people are like starting to go, and because when the Odyssey trailers came out, there truly is this like cultural, political, and it is, and it sucks. And it always happens with anything new. Literally anything, something new happens, and the immediate, like, because it's popular, you have to be against it. Sometimes there are valid reasons to be against it if it's actual dog shit. But oftentimes people will go, oh, there's a black character in it. Oh, there's a woman in it. Oh, God. Oh, there's 2 women in it. And then, like, then they'll say, oh, the game's a failure because there's a woman and a black character in it. And then they won't even judge the game or movie if it's, like, has good writing or good storytelling or, you know, anything else. And so because of that now, and I kind of see it, like, culturally, that shit's, like, being defeated right now. Like the Odyssey, like when we see things like the Odyssey doing as well as it is, and you have such an attack on it, like, before people even go see it. Which is why I was clear on, like, some of the issues people could have with it that are valid. And again, it's just my opinion, so whatever I feel is valid could be whatever. But, like, again, pacing, okay, like Nolan pacing, the audio when it comes to the characters talking to each other, the way the characters talk to each other could bother people if they don't like that. So for sure, like, it could be definitely a movie you don't like based upon the way the characters talk, the audio, the pacing. All valid. I like it. It was fine for me though, but I could see how those could be problems for some people. But any of that other bullshit is just bullshit. And it has no relevance to anything. Fucking chuds on the internet were like, oh, my Greek heritage. I was like, oh, okay. Like, what race was the Cyclops? I don't think it mattered. I think it was just fucking gobbling up any of them. It fucking didn't matter. Didn't matter. The Cyclops was biting their fucking head off. And that was sick too. But yeah, honestly, they give you that. The Odyssey is metal as fuck. Just grabbing them. Fucking literally like Backroomsing it. Like, it literally reminded me of the pirate from the Backrooms. When what's his name became like oh dude. Oh man. Don't forget yeah. Oh yeah. That's trans actor thing. Yeah, black characters, women, and trans actors. Oh, but Elliot Page did a great fucking job in the movie though too. Yeah, Elliot Page not in the movie hardly at all, but the scenes he was in it, fucking was amazing actually. That scene in Hell, that was great. That was so, yeah, that shit was like that was like number one when they summoned them all. They had to do some like honestly, like if I was like I would focus on the blood ritual they had to do. They did a blood ritual, demon. That was before they just like shit on trans people all day long, which by the way, trans people. Where this channel is an ally. But before then it was like biblical shit, and that's how you know Christianity is so done, because you don't even like, I would, if I was like a propagandist, I'd be like, the Odyssey is, they had demons, they summoned demons out of the ground, they literally went to hell, they literally go to hell in the movie, and they had to do a blood ritual on the shield, and then they gotta go and then they drink the blood. Then they drink the blood, and then there's child sacrifices. They put child sacrifices in it. But no, they don't do that no more. Now they just hate on trans people all day. That's it. Just all, just literally, like, and I'm not kidding you, guys. Like, so I told my dad about this opportunity of getting to speak at the University of Minnesota at the Hubbard School of Journalism. And I go, your alma mater in school I was denied because of my poor grades wants me to come speak to one of their journalism classes this fall. And then he goes, good for you. I wouldn't go to school there today. In 1977, it was good. Trans dolls coming to a school near you. Thumbs up emoji. I was bewildered. Because my dad's like caught up in that dumb shit. He's caught up in the right wing, like, boomer fucking dumb, like, it's so annoying. It's the worst. It's literally with everything. I'm like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, damn. Can't even have a personal achievement anymore and without trans people. Then we had a whole obviously we had to have it back and forth. Then he sent me the article of where he got it from, and it was from the New York Post, obviously. And I'm like, okay. Then I had to debunk it for him, and he didn't even care, but whatever. It was the whole thing. Yeah, he's caught up in it. They all are. They all are. That's why it's annoying. So, yeah. But anyways, but also that's what our culture in movies and video games like are. It's all connected. People try to escape from all that dumb shit into our video games, and then you try to go and watch a review of a video game, and it's like, I'm glad that shit's going away now, though. At least in my For You feed, at least. Like, when I was in high school and younger, it was all right-wing, red pill movie reviewers and game reviewers. And they would all shit on, and like, they kept me from playing a couple games, but not really, because I'd go and play them for myself. And then I'd be like, oh, they just don't like it. In my brain, I would be like, oh, they just don't like it. But like, then I realized, oh, they're just trying to be like culture terrorists. Let's call them culture terrorists. That's what they are. They fucking want to just be hateful and bigoted and racist or whatever, and just be a terrorist when it comes to culture and people having it. So again, then that spread, and then again, it is what it is. I know we have talking about the Odyssey movie, but we can't talk about an Odyssey movie review without all of the hate towards it and what people are choosing to hate about it. At least people that are loud, and they're not even trying to be fair to it. But it's definitely like, dude, that movie is worth, like, again, we're going to it again, like, gonna spend money on it again. Maybe there's a bigger screen closer. Like, Lakeville is like 45 minutes away. It was like a journey. It was an odyssey, if you will. It was an odyssey to the Odyssey. As a trans guy since 2004, nobody even notices for decades. How the president talks shit about me is wild at best. I think it's honestly like, and am I wrong? Like, it's obviously, it brings a lot of hate, but honestly, hasn't it brought in a lot of people that, you know, wouldn't know much about the trans community, and it's exposed like people that might be, you know, maybe, you know, they maybe not allies at first, but like, you know, now they are, right? Do you think would you say, like, yes, it brings bigots and hate, obviously, but do you feel like it also, it's like exposing new people to the trans community, and now you have more allies? I feel like now, I don't know, at least the spaces I'm in, it's just so normalized and accepted now. Like, when I was in high school, that was not, anywhere, even like, and now it just is, at least again, because I'm not in like closed spaces anymore though. There's no, again, I can confirm there are 0 Honda Odysseys in the Odyssey movie. Sorry. No Honda Odysseys. Questions in a good way or bad way? Odyssey of the brain. For me too, like in the movie, and Matt Damon's, or I guess like the telling of it, when he's like walking through the Battle of Troy, like after they get out of the Trojan horse, and he's given his armor, and he just kind of like is seeing how all the civilians are being slaughtered, and like it goes through this whole thing. It takes a while to get to that. It's like towards the end, but like builds up to it because you see the battle and shit, and like you see him in it, but you never see it all play out until the end, or like you literally watch it play out. But and like he's watching it all come crashing down around him and shit, and so everything's on fire. And I like connected with that a lot. It reminded me of like the riots in Minneapolis, for me at least, and like, you know, Odysseus' story too reminds me of like some of the shit I've been through to where I'm at now, and even some of the life lessons too. And like you try to bring people that like you try to save as men who were not wanting to change at all or anything, like, and then they even fucking gave him another chance, right? And then they eat the goddamn the sun calves and shit. They're like, don't do it, you're gonna die. And then literally they eat the fucking thing, right? Just like they do in the story, but they do it in the movie. And Matt did, like, I like the way that they did it, where they kind of modernized it a little bit with the language. A couple of times where they let Matt Damon be himself with his acting, like and he's like, not my fucking god or whatever. He's like, not my god to worry about, because the Odysseus doesn't worship him. So his soldiers were going to be punished by the gods for eating the fucking cat, like the cattle, the sun god cattle or whatever. And then they end up eating it behind Odysseus's back, and then fucking continues with their way. There's an opportunity, which was predicted, because they're not trying to change. Because like even during the moment in that battle, like his soldiers were indulging in it. Compared to Matt Damon, loom totally like a battle elf. He did look like he looked like yeah. It was giving Luke Skywalker a little bit too, from episode 7, but in a better way. Oh yeah, like I think Matt Damon could have just been Luke Skywalker in the new Star Wars, and they could have let Mark Hamill not do that. What are you, bro? Come on, dog. Really? Really? Come on, dude. What you thought? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And then I don't remember in the book, anyone awake to remember the book at all or no? I'll probably do another stream talking about this tomorrow. But I'm gonna go see them, I don't know. I'm gonna go see it again tomorrow and talk about it again tomorrow. Again, something. Get some more psychedelics and go and see it again.
Stop fooling around and fight.
But I think it's because it's 4 a.m. I mean, we got shout out to Stargazer, Strange Gazer, and I think Grilled Jesus. You saw it? Who else saw the movie? Didn't it? Danky, you gotta see the movie, dude. I promise you. Can the kids sit through a 3 hour? It's, I don't know. It's pretty intense though, man. So I don't know. Do they watch R-rated shit? It's intense though. It's definitely his most. Is he? Oh, let me see. Yeah. This shit is. This shit's intense. Like very intense. You haven't read it in 20 years? I should. You know what I should have done is like watch
Awful.
oof, bear scrotum. I found the bear scrotum. Ew. Is that it? I think I just stumbled upon the bear scrotum by an accident. Okay, well, you can bring your son. If you can handle it, but dude, it's... I suggest it. Father-son night at the Odyssey. You went to see it this week? Like coming up, or... I mean, the week that happened. So you've seen it already? Gotta make that Aegean Sea, Alice. What the heck? Oh, either way, that shit gas. Super gas. I can't wait for breakfast. Alright, guys. 4:20 in the morning. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna go relax. We'll play more Assassin's Creed. We'll play more of this though. Oh, like, and I'll actually pay attention to the story of the game and stuff. Like, I'm doing a story playthrough. I just wanted to talk about the movie and give my initial thoughts. I am gonna go see the movie again. So I have more thoughts again, but this was just a loose, rough discussion about it. I just got home from it, so you know, and I just kind of wanted to hang out with you guys for a bit. But I'll be back live again. I'm probably do college football during the daytime. I play college football on my channel. I got a dedicated little view base. I had almost 100 or 200 people watching me. Like, they want to see that, so. And I like it, so we'll do more college football, and then I'll play this tomorrow night. And we'll have, unless I go see more movies. And then I'll play this later, though. I definitely want to keep playing this game. I definitely want to keep playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm having a blast. I'm having a good time with this game. Ikaros agrees. Alright, sounds good, guys. Join the Discord server. I do have a Discord. You guys can chat there. Maybe if you guys stream or want to stream, I have a streamer section in there. You guys can share your streams. Or use the voice channel, all that good stuff, guys. But check that out. Leave a subscribe on your way out. Leave a comment in the comments. What you think of well, this game. But this game's great. You'll see. Especially, but the Odyssey movie. And if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. I'm gonna go see it again. So highly recommend. Definitely like fucking 10 out of 10, you know, highest rating I can give. Over like my favorite movie of the year now. And I can't wait to see it again. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow for more stream. College football and then more Odyssey. See you then.